Hi all, welcome to this Rulebreakers version of Mukiele and Inaki Williams. You have an Inaki Williams SBC, you also have a Mukiele objective which is all done through live foot friendlies, and you then have a icon based loan objective as well for the team event. So plenty to get into in this video, so because likes always be much appreciated. Sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter, G is a legend. All links down below for posts on the channel and social media links as always, and comment down below if you're going to do Inaki Williams, which version you're going to do, if you're going to do Mukiele, and also which icon you did for the team event. So the Inaki Williams, you get two 84 versions, both with 88 pace, one with 82 shot, 90 or 89, both with 78 pass, both with 42 defending, both with 84 physical, and then one has 90 dribbling, one has 83, and they break it down to tell you the difference of the card stats. So like with the 90 dribbling, this is what it looks like. If 89, this is what it looks like. Honestly, what an idea. Like, how they've never done this before, and to do it now is actually pretty game changing. I'm really a big fan of this SBC, how they've structured it, and it brings a lot of potential for the rest of the year to do more SBCs like this. And like, if it was me personally, I would probably lean towards the 90 dribbling one, because I'm more like, I prefer a hunter if I'm honest, and I'd probably put a hunter on Inaki. But into the SBC in general, it's an 84 and an 85 rated squad. You need to give up one inform for it, one La Liga, one Spain. So La Liga wise, you only necessarily need one La Liga player. Now I've went with an inform from La Liga, as I always like to go and try and find a cheap inform. The example we're using is Sergio Herrera. The squad we went with is Skriniar, De Vrij, Godin, Romagnoli, Acerbi, Lucas Leiva, Brozovic, Callahan, Zapata, Dzeko. Fairly straightforward, nothing too strenuous. Premium Electrum Players Pack. Best advice for that is look at La Liga informs from the current team of the week. Also look at general informs around 82, 83, 84, because quite a few are fairly cheap just now, and because the demand for them is not there. And also generally look at your 83s, 84s and 85s. Because some people won't use 85s to make some parts of the route if they're trying to compensate with the informs. National duty, we just went Luis Alberto or Callahan as the Spanish players. We threw both in just to show how you can go about the route. It's not too strenuous. Donnarumma, Skriniar, Godin, De Vrij, Bonucci, Eriksson, Milinkovic, Savic, Luis Alberto, Gulaski, Pjanic and Callahan makes that one up. For an SBC 84-85, I'll actually be honest, I would say it's good value for money. Two half decent packs. Like, for rating them, it's not the best packs. Like, if honest, you generally would hope for, say, like maybe a rare Electrum Players Pack and a Premium Gold Players Pack. But I suppose you can't get everything that you want. But European Powerhouses, you get 5 choices. You get Schweinsteiger, Del Piero, Raul, Mukiele or Rijkaard. We've went Germany. Whereas the Schweinsteiger card would be, I'd actually like to at least try them at some point. I've tried everyone else. You always the new icon is the one that appeals, and the objectives are fairly straightforward. I suspect they're all going to roughly be the same. There'll be minor just like adjustments here or there, so everything will be like German players. It'll be, I suspect, will be the same. I don't expect to do them all. I will probably just do Club and Country and German Connection, simply because of the other objectives. And I'm not playing a game. If I'm playing games, it's live foot friendlies. It's so stress free, and it's just a nice wind down. I only have to play it a few times a week, but with obviously the objectives here, it's evident I will need to kind of play a bit more this week, which is fine by me. Just can pace it out accordingly. But you get a base icon on loan, and you get a tifo of that respective player. So I'm going to assume there'll probably be a lot of people will go for the usual. There'll be people who will just want whoever's the most standout. So it could be, I suspect, Spain, like Del Piero and Raul will appeal the most. But it wouldn't surprise me if Schweinsteiger does quite well as for an option as well. So for objectives for Rulebreaker Mukiele, you get all of them in the live foot friendly Rulebreakers Classic, and for an 84 rated card with pretty decent stats, good pace and half decent everywhere else. Obviously shooting is no big deal, and it's easy enough to just slap a shadow on him and you'll have like 99 pace, 90 defending, so you'll be, I think his defending's what's went down, so you're putting it back up basically. But just to break over the objectives, it says 4 gold with crosses using Bundesliga players. Crossing game is actually important for me, and because it's an actual, the only team you have to win is Bundesliga base, so that's fairly straightforward. It says 5 goals using French defenders. Luckily I just happen to be using a French team to do the silver lounge, so that's not too bad. I might have to see what gold I have if I've just got to use a silver team, so be it. Scoring 6 separate matches using French players, straightforward. I'll just take 1-0 goal, 1-0s or whatever, depending on how things play out I suppose. Score 12 goals using Bundesliga players. This is when, because of the objective, goal glute, French and defensive delivery, if you happen to have say Kanate or Mukiele's base card within your club, you can combine all 4 together, like these 4 all together, and be done in next to no time. Bundesliga base is just because it's 6 wins. I'm sure if you, depending on your division, it might be a little bit of effort, but because it doesn't count towards your record, it's not too bad. And for your hassle, you're getting 5 decent packs, go like for your time, so it's not in like 75 rated rare player. It's basically the equivalent of a 1 rare player pack. It's just good, it's just a rare player obviously. And like for me, I would say it's worth doing. Like there's not, like, you've got 11 days to do it. Like what's the hassle? It's 6 wins, that's all you've got to do. Like yes, it might take you 10-15 games and on your ability, but it ticks a lot of the boxes for that as well. And I might as well touch on week 3 bronze as well, because that will be done quite readily throughout the week for people that are trying to get to level 30. I'm not that fussed this year sadly, but midfield goal, not too strenuous. Transfer market purchase, that's me constantly. Hold up play, assist a goal in any game using a forward, and then play 2 matches. XP is fairly straightforward. I'll probably get the week 3 bronze done, and I'll end up probably have parts of week 3 silver done without knowing it, and then potentially even week 2 silver. But all in all though, I am a big fan of the SBC and the way it's structured. I'm a big fan of the European Powerhouses objective as well, a bit of fun, and also the Mukiele objective as well. So a lot of positives to be had. If you're scrutinising this in the wrong way, like why are you playing the game, it's a lot of positives. Fair play EA for this on nailing down the content. Let me know on your thoughts. Smash like always, and I'll catch you all later.